The truth they don't want you to know. Exploring the boundaries of reality and conspiracies. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever looked up at the night sky, stared into the vastness of space, and felt like something wasn't adding up? When I was a kid, I remember lying on my back in the middle of a field, staring at the stars, and asking myself, what is this all for? I wasn't looking for answers about constellations or galaxies. I was questioning the very fabric of what we've been taught. Is this reality as real as we think it is? That curiosity, an itch in the back of my mind, has stuck with me my entire life. It's why I never stopped questioning. And today, I want to take you down that rabbit hole with me. Before we get started, what's up? My name's Nick Jackson, and my channel is here to give you insights on philosophy, psychology, conspiracy, and spirituality. If any of those topics interest you, hit that subscribe button and like the video. And if you have thoughts on anything I say here, drop a comment below. Let's start a conversation. So here's the thing. Everything I'm about to share with you isn't fact, but theories, concepts, and questions designed to keep you critically thinking. It's about refusing to accept the world at face value. Think of it as mental gymnastics for your soul. Let's start with one of the biggest cultural moments in modern history, the moon landing. For decades, people have asked whether it was staged. Why? Some point at the inconsistencies in the footage, the shadows that don't align, or the physics that don't quite add up. But what if it's not just about the moon? What if the lie is bigger than that? The most dangerous thing, said George Orwell, is to believe everything without questioning anything. Then there's the JFK assassination, a moment that shocked the world, but ask yourself, could one man acting alone change the course of history so perfectly? Or was it orchestrated by powers far greater than we understand? Declassified documents have shown the CIA's involvement in shady activities during that time. The truth is rarely pure and never simple, as Oscar Wilde once said. And doesn't that ring true when you start peeling back the layers of these events? The rabbit hole deepens when we look at 9/11. Some theorists claim it was an inside job designed to push agendas of control and surveillance. Whether you believe that or not, consider this. Fear is one of the most effective tools for manipulation. When people are afraid, they demand safety. And who provides that safety? The very institution that created the fear in the first place. It's a cycle, a pattern. And if you're not paying attention, it's easy to get trapped. But let's step even further outside the box. Aliens, not just UFOs spotted in the sky, but the idea that extraterrestrial beings have been here all along, shaping our society. Ancient texts like the Sumerian writings talk about the Anunnaki, beings who came from the stars and gave humans knowledge. Could the gods of old, Zeus, Odin, Shiva, have been advanced beings from another planet? Carl Sagan once said, somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known. What if that incredible truth has been right under our noses, hiding in plain sight? And speaking of hidden truths, let's talk about Antarctica. Why is it that no one, not even scientists, can explore the continent freely? What are they hiding there? Some theorists believe it is the key to understanding the true nature of our world. Could it be a portal to another dimension, the entrance to a hidden civilization, or the storage place of ancient forbidden knowledge? Even our maps might be part of the deception. Have you ever noticed that certain countries are portrayed much larger or smaller than they actually are in reality? The Mercator projection, used for centuries, distorts the size of continents and could subconsciously manipulate how we see the world. As Mark Twain said, what gets us in trouble is not what we don't know, it's what we know for sure that just ain't so. Now let's get even deeper. What if dinosaurs never existed? What if the history we're taught is nothing more than a tool to keep us tethered to a past that limits our growth? It's not about whether history repeats itself, it's about who writes that history. Think of the saying, history is written by the victors. What if the victors wrote a script that serves their agenda, not ours? Let's talk about reality itself. The Matrix might not just be a movie, it could be a metaphor for the simulation we live in. Philosophers like Rene Descartes and Elon Musk have speculated about the possibility that our existence is artificial. If that's the case, who or what is controlling the simulation? And more importantly, how did we break free? One path to freedom might lie in spirituality and altered states of consciousness. Psychedelics, for example, have been shown in studies to unlock parts of the brain that remain dormant in our everyday lives. Some users report experiencing other dimensions, seeing geometric patterns, and even communicating with higher beings. Could these substances be the keys to understanding the nature of existence? The CIA's declassified experiments on psychedelics hint that they might believe so. Here's the thing. Curiosity isn't just a tool, it's a weapon. In a society designed to distract us with endless entertainment, sensationalized news, and constant noise, curiosity is what breaks the spell. Think about it. How many times have you stopped to question the simplest things around you? The water you drink, the food you eat, the air you breathe? What if these essentials have been tampered with? Consider the theory of water fluoridation. While some argue it protects dental health, others believe it's a way to dull the human mind, to keep us complacent and obedient. Crazy? Maybe. But as Friedrich Nietzsche once said, sometimes people don't want to hear the truth because they don't want their illusions to be destroyed. Now let's shift to the skies, or what we think is the sky. Space, a vast, endless void of stars and galaxies, or so we've been told. But what if space isn't what we think? Some believe space is an ocean above, and that we've been conditioned to see it as something entirely different. This ties into the concept that the Earth itself is not a globe, but a flat plane. Ancient cultures, from the Babylonians to the Norse, believed that Earth was flat and covered by a dome. Were they simply primitive, or did they know something we've forgotten? What is now proved, said William Blake, was once only imagined. Speaking of forgotten knowledge, let's dive into the ocean, the real one. We've explored less than 5% of the world's oceans. Let that sink in. Over 70% of our planet is covered in water, and we've barely scratched the surface. What's down there? Lost civilizations, entire species we've never seen, maybe even the answers to our biggest questions about life. Some theories suggest the ocean holds portals to other dimensions, or that it's the original home of life forms that don't want to be found. As Arthur C. Clarke famously said, how inappropriate to call this planet Earth when it's quite clearly ocean. But let's bring it back to us, humans. Are we even who we think we are? The Nephilim, mentioned in ancient religious texts, are said to be giant beings born of human and celestial beings. Could these myths actually point to genetic manipulation by extraterrestrials? Or could they be remnants of a time when humans were more connected to the divine? And if we're descended from such powerful beings, why do we feel so small and insignificant now? You are not a drop in the ocean, said Rumi. You are the entire ocean in a drop. What if we've simply forgotten our power? This brings us to the matrix we live in, the invisible system designed to control our thoughts, actions, and beliefs. Everything from your 9-to-5 job to the ads you see online is a part of the programming. Why? To keep you distracted from the truth of your existence. Elon Musk once said, if you're not concerned about AI safety, you should. It's more dangerous than nuclear weapons. But what if AI isn't just technology? What if it's part of a larger simulation, a tool to keep us from waking up? To break free, we need to reprogram ourselves. This is where spirituality comes in. Practices like meditation, manifestation, and visualization aren't just trendy, they're ancient tools for accessing higher states of consciousness. The CIA's declassified gateway process documents reveal that they've studied how the human mind can alter reality through focused intention. That's right, manifestation isn't just a buzzword. It's a proven method of creating your reality. Nikola Tesla once said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. What if your thoughts and emotions are the vibrations that shape your world?" And let's not forget about psychedelics. For centuries, indigenous cultures have used them to connect with higher realms and gain insight into the nature of existence. Recent studies show that substances like psilocybin and DMT can help people break free from depression, anxiety, and even addiction. But more than that, they allow us to see the world without filters. Many who have experienced these substances report encountering beings, visiting other dimensions, and understanding the universe in ways they never thought possible. "We must let go of the life we have planned," said Joseph Campbell, "so as to accept the one that is waiting for us." At the heart of all this questioning is one undeniable truth: belief creates reality. If you believe you're powerless, you will be. If you believe in your ability to shape your life, you'll start seeing opportunities everywhere. Take the placebo effect, for example. Proof that the mind can heal the body simply by believing it. Studies show that even when people know they're taking a placebo, they still experience benefit. Why? Because the power of belief transcends logic. "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right," said Henry Ford. And that's the secret they don't want you to know. The world isn't set in stone, reality is malleable, but to see it, you have to be willing to question everything, to embrace the unknown, to dive into the depths of the ocean, look beyond the stars, and uncover the truth within yourself. As Alan Watts once said, "The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance." So what will you do? Will you accept the world as it's presented to you, or will you step outside the lines and create your own reality? The choice is yours, but remember, the moment you start questioning is the moment you begin to wake up. And here's where belief comes in. At the end of the day, belief creates reality. If you believe you're limited, you will be. But if you believe in infinite possibilities, you'll start to see them everywhere. Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich, famously said, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." Whether you're questioning the moon landing, the existence of aliens, or the fabric of reality itself, the key is to never stop questioning and never stop believing in your power to create your truth. So what do you think? Is the world as it seems, or is there more beneath the surface? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and remember, curiosity is the first step towards freedom. And as always, keep questioning, keep growing, and keep searching for the truth. Peace.